Do you want to know the secrets of the 1%? How do the 1% manage their money differently than you? Well, I'm going to tell you. Stick around till the end. You'll be glad you did. Hi, my name is Jessica. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We talk all things money here, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. Being wealthy, being 1%, it's a state of mind. There's no secret to it. It's a set of behaviors. There are certain things the wealthy do that all of us can learn from. Today I'm going to show you exactly what you can do to manage your money like the wealthy, like the 1%. What does it mean to be 1% anyways? As of 2021, if your net worth was $4.4 million, you can call yourself a 1%er. Another interesting fact, in North America, only about 3.5% of the population has $1 million of net worth or more. It's not very difficult to accumulate $1 million in net worth. Majority of the 1%ers, majority of the wealthy people are self-made. There are very few who may have inherited their wealth, but that's few and far in between. According to statistics, about 88% of all millionaires are self-made. They're not lucky or special. They're not any different than you. There are just certain things they do consistently that we can learn from. It's not always about how much money you make, but at the end of the day, it's how much money you keep. You can make $500,000, $1 million a year. We know many people, the rich and famous people, the actors, the sports stars who make millions and millions of dollars every single year, but they're broke because as their income rises, so does their lifestyle. So they get used to living this millions of dollars a year lifestyle, thinking that gravy train's never going to end, and they end up bankrupt. And even lottery winners, according to statistics for lottery winners, 95% of lottery winners end up broke and even more in debt within 5 years than they were before they won the lottery. So that just goes to show that it's not necessarily about how much money you make, but how much money you keep. It all begins with what do you do with your money once it comes into your bank account? You've earned it, your paycheck shows up in your bank account. Now what? 99% of the people do nothing with it. Here's what 99% of the people out there do with their money. An average person. So an average person gets paid, money comes into their bank account, their checking account, then from there they just spend, pay mortgage, pay rent, pay bills, pay utilities, pay credit cards, pay whatever they need to pay. And at the end of the day, if there's anything left, they might save it. But the reality is, for a very large percentage of the population, there's nothing left at the end of the day because it wasn't planned that way. So this is what it looks like. If this accurately describes what you do, don't worry. I'm going to show you what to do next. It's very, very easy. Anybody can do it. This is what you want to do when your money comes into your bank account. Let me walk you through it. It's all going to make a lot of sense to you, and you can get started on this today. So when you get paid, the money comes into your main checking account. So think of your main checking account as the catch-all. That's where all of your money that comes into your life is going to go, is in your main checking account. From there, you have to think of your income in 3 buckets. The first bucket is pay yourself first. Most people pay themselves last, like in the previous example that we saw, where the money comes in, it goes to pay for all of your necessities, all of your wants and needs, and then at the end of the day, if there's anything left, that goes to your savings. But in this case, we've turned that around. First thing you do when the money comes in, you allocate it to paying yourself first. I've put some percentages here. This is what I think most people should do. 40% of your net income that has come into your bank account, 40% of your paycheck should go to paying yourself first. And then 50% of your net income or your paycheck should go to paying your necessities, your needs, your food, your transportation, your housing, and then 10% is for play. Let's take a closer look at this. Paying yourself first. First of all, if you're in debt, you want to get that debt paid off. That would come from this bucket. So if you go down the list here, that's debt payment. Make sure you figure out what your debts are and automate those payments so that you can get rid of it as quickly as possible. The second thing that comes from your pay yourself first account is your sanity fund. aka emergency fund. So you want to have at least 3 to 6 months worth of expenses in your sanity fund. It keeps you sane, so you're not constantly worried about where your money is going to come from in case you lose a job, in case of an emergency. So you want to have a fully funded sanity fund. And then your investments. And then you've got your half of your paycheck towards your necessities, your food, your housing, your transportation. And then the final account here is for your play. So from here, you're setting aside money for travel, for if you like to travel, or whatever hobbies that you have, entertainment, restaurants, anything that you like to do, any way that you like to play and have fun. That's what this account is for. So in green are the various accounts. So that's your first account, your catch-all account. All of your money comes in here. That's your first account. Your second account is your sanity fund. It should be a separate account. You shouldn't even look at that account as having money there. Once you have it fully funded, you forget about it. So that's where that money sits. It's easily accessible in case you need it, but you don't look at that. That's why you don't want to have that money in this account. This is a separate account. Your third account, your investment account. This is your retirement account. You must have a retirement account, whether that's RSP and TFSA in Canada, 401k in the US, or whatever type of retirement plan your country has. You want to have that retirement account. And the fourth account you want to have is for your play. So every month when you get paid, or every paycheck when you get paid, you want to keep 10% here. This is your reward. This is the money that you spend on any of these buckets, or coffee or lattes, or whatever your idea of fun is. You want to have a separate account for that. Because when you spend from this account, having done all of this, it's a guilt-free, enjoyable spending. You're not thinking, oh, maybe I shouldn't go out. Maybe I shouldn't go out with my friends because I have to pay off my debt, or I haven't saved any. This way, when you do it this way, this is completely guilt-free. It's your money, you enjoy it, and that's why it's really important to have a separate account there. So those are the four minimum you should have is 4 accounts. There's a fifth account you should also have, because once you maximize your retirement account, there's only so much money you're allowed to put in before you get penalized by the government. So once you've maximized that, you want to continue to put 40% of your income in this bucket. So you're going to need a fifth account, which is non-registered in Canada. It's called non-registered investment account, or it could be some type of a self-directed account. So that's number 5. So you want to have a minimum of 4 accounts and a fifth account once your retirement plan is maximized. And if you're in Canada, that fifth one should be TFSA. And then you want to have a sixth one as non-registered account. It's easier than you think. It's not as complicated as it looks. It's going to take you some time to set everything up. It'll take you maybe a couple of hours to set everything up. Remember, you only need to set this up once. Then it's there forever. Spend a few hours each month taking care of your money. Remember, if you work 40 hours a week, you're spending 200 plus hours in your job or job-related activities. So you're spending nearly 200 hours bringing money home. So once the money comes in, it's worth spending a couple of hours each month taking care of it. And once you do that, and once you start seeing these accounts grow, you will be glad you did. It's not very difficult to save $1 million or $500,000 or whatever your goal might be, but you've got to be able to do certain things on a regular basis. If your goal is to have $1 million in your retirement fund or less, $1 million is not necessary. $750,000 will give you $30,000 income every year. So it really depends on your goal. But what I'm saying is that it's not difficult to get to that goal. You've just got to set yourself up and stay consistent. It'll take a few years. Stay consistent. Within 10 years, or even within 5 years, your financial life will look unrecognizable to you if you do some of these basic things. So there you have it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Share it with your friends and your family. Share it on your social media. Help me spread the word so that we can get more people to live a financially independent and free life. I'll see you next week.